Guys, today we are doing something different. We are going on a field trip because here on this beautiful Saturday in Southern California, there is a card show about 30 miles away from me. It's going to be the first card show I've ever been to here in California and the first one overall since August when I was back in Florida. So I'm very excited. Let's go for a ride. Welcome back. Now let's get to work. Now we are cruising on the 405. It is a beautiful day. Traffic is pretty thin, which is great. And I don't know what to expect from this show, to be honest. I don't know how many people are going to be there. There's going to be a ton of vendors, if it's going to be a lot of really high-end cards or if it's going to be a lot of moderate stuff that I can afford. But I'm not bringing any cash. Obviously, I do have Venmo and PayPal and whatnot. But the only agenda I have for this is to see what it's about. I know that there's a card show here in Southern California every weekend, so it's not a big deal if I don't buy anything today. I really want to meet the people here in the area that I can buy and sell from and to in the near future, because I'd much rather sell locally, avoid fees, avoid all the scams and headaches. So if I could just start shaking some hands and meeting people, that would be a very successful use of my time, as well as a very enjoyable use of it as well, because the connection around sports cards are just as much, if not more valuable to me than the sports cards themselves. So about 20 minutes out, I gotta pee real bad, but I'm gonna hold it and we should be there soon. We have almost made it. I had to park about 100 yards away because there's so many cars here, but a little bit of urine is leaving my body as I record this because I've got to go to the bathroom so bad. But that will be stop number one, and I got plenty of water to replenish by. So I thought I was gonna go right in, but here in California it's still pretty strict. So check out this line behind me. Everyone else is waiting to go inside and see what cards they can find and people they can meet. So I don't know how long this line will last for. It could be an hour, it could be more. I'm just nervous because I gotta pee still. We've been waiting about 20 minutes or so, and the guy in front of me is Levon, who is on YouTube as well. What's your station?
LA Collection.
LA Collection on YouTube, and you've been on eBay for what, like 20 years?
Yeah, I've been selling on eBay since 01, and I've also been going to shows since 01, but I started collecting probably back in 1992 when I was like a kid. But been doing this for a while, going to shows. If you guys know, I'm a permanent dealer also at the Long Beach Coin and Collectible Expo, and I watch Brad's channel, and then all of a sudden, I see dude just walks up behind me, so I just said hello, and then he said if I want to shout on his channel. So shout out to all you guys. I know some of you guys watch my channel, so hello to everybody, and maybe we'll see you soon.
So Levon, what are you looking for here at the show? What are you coming for specifically? Is it to sell? Is it to trade? Is it to buy? Is it just to connect?
So I always bring my backpack full of stuff, like usually rookies. Like right now, Tim Duncan is a rookie that I'm not a fan of, but it's a really hot rookie, so a lot of people are buying, selling Tim Duncan. So I'm bringing my Tim Duncan stuff, and I usually buy, sell, trade for legends. I do Kobe, I do Jordan, I definitely do a lot of Lakers, Shaq. I love Shaq, but you guys know inherently I'm a vintage guy. So most of what I buy and sell is going to be Mickey Mantle, Babe Ruth, a lot of Yankee stuff. I love Roberto Clemente and just some of the old school legends. So that's what I look for at the show, and then I just trade basically modern for vintage if I can.
All right, guys, we finally made it inside. Levon and I used the bathroom. It was well overdue, and now we have this whole room of vendors to check out. So wish us luck. Whew, man. Wow. I'm looking around, kind of overwhelmed, but Levon here has a strategy for when going to shows, which reminds me a lot of what I do with buffets. What is it?
Okay, it's exactly what you do at a buffet. So first, what you want to do is you want to come in and you just want to walk the whole show as quick as you can, especially the small shows. So you want to see who's who has what, and what you might be interested. And whenever you're done walking the show, you go back to the table that you saw something that you might want to go ahead and pick up. But if you see something really tempting like this right here, where this guy's selling a bunch of rookie cards for 25 cents a piece, then you got to be like, all right, you got to stop and you got to look through them because you don't want to let this one go.
Yeah, it's like at the buffet, you go around, but if something looks really good, you just pick at it and you eat it, and then you know, all right, that's what I'm going to have on my plate. We have another pit stop here, and we got a couple guys here that you might recognize.
No Back Corners on Instagram. Give me a follow.
What's up, guys? Just Cards here.
What about you, man?
He's our bodyguard.
Ford, I'm the bodyguard. I'm here.
Right on, right. Well, a lot of stuff to guard. A lot of stuff to guard right here. So, as a first timer coming to a show, you're overwhelmed. What are some of the tips for enjoying a show and getting what you want from it? Is there anything that comes to mind?
Absolutely. Be prepared. It's a hobby at the beginning of it. So know who you like, you obviously know who you like, but just look for those guys, especially if you're just getting started. Don't buy the hype. Buy what's going to make you happy. Buy what's going to keep you in the hobby. You don't want to overspend on a guy you don't like and then have his value go down. You'd rather have the guy that you do like because you don't care what the value is.
What about you, man?
For me, I have a lot of Kobe's. They're not that great of grades, like maybe 8 or 9s. So what I'm trying to do here is trying to trade up and just liquidate some and then just try to sell up to the bigger card.
Okay.
That's my advice.
Cool. I don't know if you got any of that audio because we're wearing masks and it's super loud, but if so, then you got it. If not, then just check out their Instagrams. I found a seller here that's his first time selling at a show. What's your name, man?
My name is Jeff.
Jeff, and he's trying to scream through the mask.
Right.
He's trying to scream through the mask because it's really loud in here. But this is your first time setting up, right?
Yep, my first time selling at a show. I've been going to shows since the early 90s, but this is my first time setting up and selling. It's a lot of people here. There's a huge line outside,
So have you sold anything so far?
yeah, I've been selling quite a bit. Of course, all the graded cards are hot. All the supplies are hot. Not too much people looking for wax, but everything else has been pretty hot.
So what's a bit of advice if you are looking to set up at a show? Is there anything that you wish you would have done differently or something that has really helped you out?
I would say probably have storage or something on wheels so you can move all this around back and forth from your car on wheels. That'd be a lot easier. I brought food, I brought snacks, but maybe like headphones since it is really loud in here. So something like that.
Snacks, water, something to roll your cards on, and storage. So that's the big thing. What if you have to pee? What do you do?
Yeah, you have to ask someone to watch your table, so.
Okay.
And then run.
Find someone trustworthy if you have got to pee, which usually is my number one concern. So find someone trustworthy and then make it quick. I decided to make a pit stop here in Manhattan Beach. This is one of my favorite areas. It's a park right off of the beach, and I'm meeting a friend here to play tennis. But I just wanted to summarize my experience at the card show. And for one, I am truly flattered that 5 or 6 of y'all actually came up to me and introduced yourself. If you ever see me at a card show, please walk up and introduce yourself, because meeting people and the connection and just talking sports and cards is more enjoyable to me than the card itself. So the connection is really what I find a lot of value in. So please don't hesitate to come up and introduce yourself. Also, it was cool, man. I got to see Coleman there. I got to meet Sasha briefly. They were doing a lot of deals. It looked like they were in their zone, which was nice to see. And it's just cool, man. It was a lot of fun. And also, if you are going to a card show locally, definitely bring cash, bring a game plan. Know if you just want to window shop, if you want to just meet people. But if you are there with a couple cards or players in mind, understand that you're going to be taken in a lot of different directions. So know the price you want to pay, what is market value at that time, what is fair, and then also think long term, because if you are going locally, if you're going to a show that is 20 miles away or 100 miles away from you, from where you live, those are going to be the same people that will be showing up every weekend or more than likely for the next several years, and they've probably been going to these shows for the last several years. So build the relationships first and be fair. I think the one thing is that we want to be fair. We don't want to feel like they're ripping us off, and we don't want to be ripping them off, because that's not good business long term. So come with what is fair based on prior sales, based on all this stuff. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But a business deal is only worthwhile if everyone involved feels like they benefited, and that's how repeat business happens. So very happy about the people I met. Looking forward to building on that next week, and I hope you have a phenomenal week. See you in that next video. And pound that like button. That really helps. There we go.